Welcome, welcome. My name is Christy Diaz, and this is our class on senior pet care with Daniel Pettersen. We're so glad you're here. We are going to be recording tonight's session, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about Danielle. If you haven't had a chance to meet her yet. She comes from a nursing background. She's an RN, and she is well known for her love of dogs. She rescues dogs. She was just telling me today, like all the dogs that she's had in and out of her house, and cats too. Um, if you spend any time with her, you're going to know that she's a fun-loving person. She loves her family. She is very dependable. She's nurturing. She's caring, like a lot of nurses are. And what you may not know is the things that she is dealing with challenges otherwise. So she just has this positive attitude, and you wouldn't know that she has any cares in the world, but she really handles her life very well. I believe her youngest son is a senior in high school, not a senior in dog years, just a senior in high school. But yes, I'm so excited for us to all hear from you tonight, Danielle, and thank you for giving us of your time and talents.
I am actually very excited to be here. Thank you so much for that introduction, Christy. Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle Pettersen, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today to talk about caring for our senior pets. For those of you who don't know me, I've been with Pottery for over 4 years, and I have seen amazing changes in my own senior pets using Pottery's products.
Danielle,
Before,
can you
yes, ma'am.
the window that we're seeing, it was great, and now it's saying audience window. Are y'all seeing that too? It says audience. Like maybe just click on the X there.
Okay, well, now
Sorry, we had this all figured out.
we thought we did. Okay, and what are you seeing now?
I'm seeing audience window, enter full screen mode only, or something like that.
Okay. Let me see here. Percent. Did that help?
No.
Well, darn it. We did have this all figured out and it was all working correctly.
Yeah, it was. It was not showing this audience window screen.
Okay, so I have both of them up. I can stop sharing if you want to do the audience window.
Are you able to see the purple box in there? If you are, I think you're supposed to just be able to click that purple box that says enter full screen mode.
No, it's not
You
working out.
you don't see the audience window that we're seeing with the purple box?
I see a purple box, but it's not letting me.
What about the little X next to the dog on the right, next to his black nose? There's a little itty bitty white X.
No, ma'am, I'm not seeing that either.
Hmm.
Yeah, sometimes the Zoom windows like overlap and you can't really see them all. If you'd like me to share my screen and you can just tell me when to advance, we can do it that way.
Okay.
Click on the dog's nose.
Everybody's like, click on the dog's nose.
The dog knows what's going on.
I don't know. I wish I knew. All
All
right,
right,
let
if
me
you want to
stop
stop
share
sharing,
real
that I'll
clear.
share.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. This happens a lot.
Yeah, we make it look easy, right?
And you
We
call
try.
yourself a pro if you don't run into problems?
No, you definitely have to run into problems. Otherwise, what fun would it be?
That's right.
Blame it on
Okay,
Helene.
I am sharing. I'm sharing it on my big screen. Y'all see any purple boxes now?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Again, I'm Danielle. I have tech issues.
Here's your
It
sign.
happens a lot. I'm not the techiest person in the world. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit before joining Pottery. I worked as a nurse, so caring for others has always been a passion of mine, but caring for pets is a bigger passion. And today I'm excited to share with you some important signs to watch for as your pets age and ways to help them live their golden years to their fullest. You want to go to the next page? As our pets grow older, their bodies change in ways that might not always be obvious at first. There are some key signs of aging that you might notice. I had a dachshund, his name was Bailey, and when he turned about 16, he started having some hearing issues. Could sniff out a trait, no problem. Had some cataracts, I had some issues with his eyes and stuff like that. But I didn't really know there were different signs that I was supposed to be looking for until I actually joined Pottery. Um, for instance, he was always walking around in circles, getting stuck in corners, forgetting that he could jump on the porch in order to get in the door. And he was always barking at me to eat. Always. It was always dinner time for him, even though he just stayed. So there are some key signs of aging that you might notice. Like I said, the walking around in circles and forgetting mealtime, or always forgetting that it's like just ate. And that can be eating or not eating. They can forget simple potty training, or just simple training in general. Their cognitive decline, like forgetfulness and confusion, just like humans, they can be subtle at first, but may progress over time. So mobility issues often appear. They may show like stiff, limping, trouble getting up and down stairs. And your pet may also experience discomfort, restlessness, or even become more anxious as they age. Lastly, you want to keep an eye on their hearing or vision loss, bumping into objects, not responding to their name. This might be signs of that. In the next slide, Christy. So one of the first signs of cognitive decline in senior pets is confusion or disorientation. You might notice your pet interacting less or getting lost in familiar places. They could even forget people they've known for years. It's heartbreaking to see, but there are lots of things that we can do to help them maintain mental sharpness as they age. The next slide. So to be proactive, to slow cognitive decline, it's essential to keep your pet's mind engaged. Introduce mental exercises like puzzle toys or teaching them new tricks. Daily age-appropriate exercise also helps stimulate their mind while keeping them physically active. Finally, adding cognitive support supplements can go a long way in helping your pets age gracefully. Where am I? All right, mobility issues and joint health. Mobility issues are common in senior pets, and they often start with stiffness or limping. You might notice your pet is less eager to go on walks or has trouble getting up after lying down. These are all signs that their joints may need some extra support. And next slide. So what can you do? To help your pet stay comfortable, you can provide mats or rugs on slippery floors to help give them better traction. Using ramps to access furniture or cars, to access the furniture or getting into cars can also make a big difference for pets struggling with stairs. And of course, there are joint supplements that can support their mobility and help alleviate discomfort. Next slide. As pets age, they might become restless or anxious. You might notice them licking their paws or other areas where they feel discomfort. So you might notice a little bit of restlessness, licking affected areas, and a lot of anxiousness. The next slide, please. It's essential to create a calm and comfortable environment for them. Providing orthopedic beds can help them rest better and spending time with them through cuddling or gentle massage can reduce their anxiety. You can also use calming aids to help keep them relaxed, especially in stressful situations. Next slide. When it comes to cognitive health, look for supplements that contain antioxidants and ingredients that support brain function and memory. For joint health, glucosamine, chondroitin, and MSM are key ingredients. They help rebuild cartilage and keep the joints lubricated. Fish oil, especially wild-caught salmon oil, can do wonders for inflammations. Look for products with a good omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, ideally around 14:1, and make sure the bottle is designed to prevent oxidation. Next slide. Healthy joints are crucial for keeping your pet pain-free and active. The combination of glucosamine and chondroitin helps prepare cartilage and provides lubrication for the joints. MSM and hyaluronic acid reduce inflammation and keeps joints cushioned. Botanicals like turmeric and boswellia are great natural options for reducing inflammation. Next slide. So things you can do now. Caring for your senior pet starts with daily routines. Regular exercise, even if it's a gentle walk, helps maintain their mobility. A balanced diet, supplemented with products that support joint and cognitive health, will ensure they get the nutrients they need. And of course, regular vet checkups are key for early detection of any issues. Next slide, please. For senior pets, feeding a lower calorie diet can help manage their weight and keep them healthier. Joint support supplements with glucosamine, MSM, and green lip mussel can really improve mobility. Wild-caught salmon oil is a great source of omega-3, which help reduce inflammation. For pets experiencing anxiety or discomfort, vet-developed CBD products can make a big difference. Next slide, please. So here are some pottery products specifically designed for our older pets. A quality senior food helps reduce calories while still providing the right nutrients. Paw pairings can entice pets who are less interested in their food. And Wild Alaskan Salmon Oil, Joint Support Plus are all great for supporting joint health. Next slide. Egg soy and hemp products like Chillax are all great for managing discomfort and anxiety. GastroPro Plus helps with digestion, and bladder support promotes urinary tract health. Next slide, please. Okay, now I've got to brag on these products for a little bit. These are for dogs only. Brain drops support cognitive function. Brain drops support cognitive function and keep them more alert and relaxed. Older dogs are less able to relate to their environment, and this will keep them keeled and generally more relaxed. I have actually seen these work amazingly in dogs. Dental sticks are very good. They support vibrant, healthy teeth and help decrease the viscosity and the biofilm of the teeth. And that seems to be another problem with senior dogs, but brain drops are absolutely amazing, especially when we are talking about doggy dementia or doggy confusion. Next slide, please. In conclusion, aging is a natural process, but with the right care, we can help our pets live their best lives during their senior years. Proactive steps like regular exercise, the right nutrition, and supplements will make all the difference. Next slide. Remember, the key is to stay attentive to your pet's needs and make adjustments as they age. The small changes we make now can have a big impact on their comfort and happiness in the long run. Next slide. If anybody would like to have any question, or if anybody has any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them for you. If you can put them in the chat or you can come off mute. Yes. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Yes, Carol, I agree. Jamie, I agree. Brain drops are amazing. Um, Brain drops are actually, you can use them as a prevention for your dog to prevent the senior doggy dementia, or you can use them when it starts. It actually does increase some circulation to the brain. It does have an ingredient in there that does increase the circulation to the brain. So more oxygen getting to the brain means they remember more. And what I can tell you is that with my dachshund, my experience was that, of course, he was barking every 5 minutes to eat, but he was also waking me up in the middle of the night, which is not exactly great. And so the problem with that is that he forgot it almost like he had his days and nights mixed up. And brain drops fixed that for me. So I was able to get sleep at night. He wasn't barking at me every 5 minutes. And then the joint support, that helped him start getting up on the stairs again. And the brain drops helped him remember that he could jump up on the stairs. So it was like really cool to see all of that happen just with these supplements. Let's see. So Jennifer, you have a 21-year-old cat that is limping, but she's aware of her surroundings. Well, that's good. Yeah, a joint support would actually be really good for her. And I believe, did we formulate it for both cats and dogs now, Christy? Yeah. So it doesn't, yeah, we don't have a different one for cats and dogs. We have just the regular joint support. So if you get to whoever invited you to this call, they should be able to help you find that because it also has something in there that will help them get rid of the pain as well. So it'll help with their joints, but it'll also help them with the pain. Bladder prolapse surgery about 10 years ago. Should I start her on the bladder supplement? The bladder supplement is more for UTIs. The other thing that I used it for was I use it on puppies and some senior dogs. And the reason I use it is because it does help with like the piddles. I call them the piddles, the excited peas. Uh, so that is something that I would definitely talk to your vet about. And, if you feel like you want to start her on the bladder supplement, you can. How do you know when it's time to use brain drops? Okay, so it's really different for everyone because basically it goes off the size of your pet. Now, if you have a larger dog, probably, 50 pounds or larger, their senior age is considered around 8 years old. If you have a medium-sized pet, they're probably going to be somewhere between 10 and 12 years old. And if you have a really tiny, small pet, and their senior years are probably going to be around 14, 15 years old. Some senior dogs or some of these smaller dogs are living to 25 these days. So that's actually a very good thing. We want them to live the longest life that they possibly can. So if you want to use it as a prevention, I would talk to the pet pro that invited you here, or talk to your mentor if you're with Pottery, and then ask them when is the best time to use brain drops for your pet, because it really just depends on their weight and how much they weigh. That's when you kind of just figure out their senior years. At what age do we start recommending brain drops? Usually around 8 years old for our larger dogs, 10 to 12 for our medium-sized dogs, and 12 to 14 for our smaller dogs. GastroPro Plus is also very good for tartar on the teeth. The dental sticks are great because they're enzymatic and they are not hard to chew. That is what's so great about our dental sticks is that they are not hard to chew. And yes, wild Alaskan salmon and pollock oil is great for cognitive health as well. Two French bulldogs and use the gastro supplement. Is there anything else to help with the gas? Yes, actually, I would probably say probably bone broth. Bone broth is great for inflammation, great for the gut. And if you wanted to, you could try the Alaskan salmon and pollock oil as well. Those are great for inflammation, also great for the gut.
The immunoshrooms also are starting to help out with the gas too.
I'm sorry?
The immunoshrooms
Hmm.
will help out with gas as well.
Okay, let's see. Aches Away. Yes, we do have a supplement called Aches Away that can help with pain. Um, that can also help with the senior cats and limping. What I do like to use is my favorite combination for senior pets is CBD Mega Brain Drops. By far, best combination there is. I don't know why it works so well together, but if you're having cognitive dysfunction with your dog, um, that is like the best combination. And why do dogs lick their paws? There can be many, many reasons for it. Some of it can be anxiety, some of it could just be they're cleaning their paws, and some of it can be allergy or yeast driven. Just depends on how often they're licking their paws and why they're doing it. So you really need to talk to your vet about that. Yes, the bladder support does help with excited and submissive peeing. Yes, it does. I have a lot of experience with that one. Scottish Terrier who's been licking since he's a puppy. I just explained a little bit about that. And Christy, thank you so much for putting that in the comments. Kevin, not all the time. They don't usually lick because of their gut. Some of it is anxiety and some of it is just cleaning. And it's really important to watch your dog's behavior to see if it is just because they're cleaning themselves. I get a lot of licking at night when my dogs lay down to go to bed. They're just cleaning themselves. They don't have any allergies or anything like that. It's just they're cleaning themselves. And a lot of dogs also will just lick one paw or both of the front paws or both back paws, which is weird. But usually that is a very big sign of anxiety and not so much allergies. So you do want to kind of watch your dog's behavior because they will actually tell you, hey, this might be allergies. Hey, this might be anxiety, or hey, I'm just cleaning myself. So, um, you use the immunoshroom, okay. But yes, bone broth and salmon oil are great as well. Yes, CBD will kick all the other products into high gear. And chillax is another one that we can use for anxiety. Oh, wow, that's a lot of questions. I really appreciate all the questions. Does anybody have anything else they want to say? Should we always, at any age, watch how much they make big jumps on their furniture for their backs? Yes, at any age. It is suggested that we start joint support as puppies. And I actually saw an x-ray of a puppy today. And I know I've seen x-rays of babies before, but puppies, their joints aren't even formed yet. They just got little bones everywhere. So they grow so fast that we need to start supporting those joints as soon as we possibly can. So I want to say around 12 weeks of age, that's when you actually should start a joint supplement because they grow so fast. And that way you're keeping them healthy as they age. You're going to have a lot less issues in the future if you just start the joint supplement as a puppy than you would as if you started it later on in life. Um, but yes, you do want to watch them if they're making big jumps onto furniture for their backs, especially if we're talking about dachshunds. They are notorious for back issues. Senior cat limping was 19. Yes, hip massage and elbow massage with a low temp heat pad at night. That is great. If you can get a cat who loves massages, I am all for that. I love it. Absolutely. Pamper that kitty. I love it. See, and your dog Lambo's been taking joint support since he was 9 months, and he's 3 and 80 pounds, and the vet is impressed. See, that's great. I'm so proud of you, Texaco. And I am so happy that I could help, Rebecca. Is there any other questions? Because I do want to share with you what's coming up next month. Let's see. Next month, we have a class on pet mobility issues. Yes, I need a fun nickname too, Jamie. And it is going to be with Krista Kane. So there is the QR code right now. You can register, and it's going to be Tuesday, 10/22 at 7 p.m. Central Time. So I am so glad everybody joined us tonight. I can't tell you how much it fills my heart to have you all here. And I cannot wait to see you guys next month for next month's class. Christy, is there anything else that you want to add?
No, that was it. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much, Danielle, for sharing your story. And it was nice to hear about your hands-on experience with everything. I appreciate your time and appreciate everyone who was able to join us here tonight. Thank you so much. I dropped the link for next month's class. We'll be going into more um, issues on pet mobility and joints with Krista Kane. And so we're looking forward to that one. And I'm sure we'll learn a lot there as well. But we'll go ahead and let everybody get back to their evenings. Thank you so much.
Marcy's asking if there is a handout available.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I will send a recording, a link for the recording and the handout for this class by email for everybody who's registered. And then it'll also be available in our sharing apps that we use so that pet pros can share that with their guests as well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time, and I hope everybody has a great night.